Hello YouTube. I'm gonna make a fly today. I just need to grab out the last material because we're gonna use this fur, small fly hook, and let's see what I want. I'll use black, red rooster saddle feathers in black. Yeah, I made some additions. I got some stuff while you're gone. These are just old casings. They're spent. I just use them to measure stuff like feathers. That's all they're here for. Yeah, it's a bit messy, and there's a storm happening right now as I'm recording. Yeah. And I built a trail to a nice fishing spot, but hopefully it doesn't get flooded from the... because it's right up against the river. I built it all by myself. Cost me nothing, luckily, because all I used was old sticks, but maybe sometime I'll send a video of my trail to you guys. But it's on private property, but good news for me, though, it's my grandma's property, so I just have to ask to go over. Just the right size hook. It is, okay. I'm just using this size fly hook. Put in the light and just set my hand. Yeah, that size. About, here, let me get out a measuring thing for you guys so you can follow along if you want. We're going to start at 1 inch. Put it on the edge and I'll show you. It's about... it's a fly hook. Bear shank. Bent eye. About... oh, stay still. See here. About that long. So you can see it. It's one. We'll see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 1, 2, 3, 5/8 of an inch long with a bent eye. So the bent eye makes it a bit shorter, but the eye's bent down, so that's how we want it. I'm sorry, I'm a bit slow sometimes when it comes to math. I'm decent at math, but sometimes I'm just a bit slow. So now, let's make it. First, I'm also using black fly tying thread. I started out with sewing string. In fact, I still have a couple spools of sewing string here because I also do rods. Or I just wrap up rods to either secure guiding eyes or make it easier to see the tip of the rod. So I'm just going to take a little thin layer of this all the way down the hook shank and down into the bend. We want to go as far down as we can. You just want to cover the point in the vise. I don't know, most of my materials I got aren't labeled. I just bought them off Amazon because, well, there isn't any fly tying store near me for miles. I'd have to go probably out of state or far away just to get materials, alright? I'll show you the materials. We're just using, here, I'll show you this. This is the thread we're using. I'll give you a close-up of this cut off. Here, I'll just put it in my hand. Here, it's all fluffed up now, but when it's kind of flattened, I'll just do this. See it? It's flattened now. I also do, as you can see, this is one I took off to replace. It's a triple hook for a rooster tail. I do those two. I'm mostly just do it for myself, and I'm hopefully going to start selling some. I have some for sale, but the thing is, I do not own a shop. I just hand them to person, cash, sell. Yeah, it's just a simple, just a hobby. So I don't, and the selling, it's more like I sell it, and I'm hoping to start selling at what markets, flea markets and craft shows. Yeah, I'll have to see if I can afford it though. First, alright, let's get this rabbit fur nice and flat, and we want it curved down. Only tie it so it lays nicer. Then we just pull it back a bit, so that we have enough room to tie the knot, and this will make a nice little head. Now, we just keep it on top, and keep it bent over on my... this is the second one of these I made. Well, I don't make duplicates, but it's a different version, but I think I know my mistake from last time, so now I'm just going to keep wrapping back to give it like a... because this will act as kind of like the shell and hopefully make it float. Haven't tested these before, but they look really... they're simple. They only take like 3 materials, including the thread, so I'm hoping these will do well. There we go, see? Looks nice. Now we'll just wrap it up a little. Now I got a nice tail. I'll show you the side one more. You know what? I'm going to take the phone out of here quick. my phone out of here so you'll see my desk a bit. Alright, let me just... Here. See, this is what it looks like from the side. It's not bad. It's just rabbit fur. This is the stuff I'm using. Just got in a big pack. Got a shoebox and that of just materials, and there's another shoebox there. Yeah, my phone is upside down for me. Okay. Fun. Should probably turn it upright so it shows you guys the right thing. Whoopsie. That was my bad, guys. And gals. This is the fur I'm using. This is just it's a mess, I know, but it's what I got so far, and we're almost done. We're just going to add a little bit of a wrap around here, right here at the collar. Then we're going to push it back down so that kind of goes down and lays down flatter. See, that's it. With the wrap, I didn't use much, and this is the thread. This is just a old box I used to cover from UV resin. And UV resin you could use UV resin here too. There's one box. There's the second one for materials. This is just the feathers box. This was more for like the UV resin, copper, all that. Yeah, I do a lot of work on my desk. Right. Sorry, I just don't want to get my face in the video for privacy reasons. Sorry if the quality is weird. It's just my first time recording with my phone like this. Alright, the camera's on the opposite side now, but at least the video isn't upside down, as far as I'm aware. Then I'll need a black, red rooster tail feather that's black. I'm going to use it as hackle. I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use this feather. I'm just going to use this part, the higher part, and I only need one. This is just going to be wrapped right where this is. I'll put these away. In fact, I need more boxes for materials because I'm running out of room. I just put everything in like Ziploc bags most of the time. I'll just set this there for now. I'm going to clean off the end after you cut it. You want to make sure it's still flexible at that part. So you just clean off the feathers. And then you just... I usually try to put it like this. So it kind of like... And I sometimes tie up a bit of the bottom feathers just so it's a bit nicer. I'm going to clean this up quick because there's a bit of just stuff everywhere. Also, make sure to not have your thread inclined too steep. Otherwise, your thread will start to slip when you try to tie it off. I learned that the hard way, and it was not fun. Alright, now I'm just going to hold this and kind of just pull all this down to spread it out. I'll show you before I tie it what it looks like. So I'll also be needing this. This is a hackle pliers. I'm going to pull this down and show you what I've been doing. Sorry. Here, see? I just fluffed this out. I just don't have a good camera setup. Sorry for that. I don't want to try camera setup in the middle of a video, but who knows, I might. Alright, I'm going to flip the camera on 3, 2. Alright, here we go. Back to normal. I just, again, privacy reasons, I don't want to show my face because, well, I'm socially anxious and I don't need just privacy. I'm just going to say privacy stuff. Alright. I love making flies for you guys. Sorry I haven't been posting much recently, but yeah, now that this is done, I'm going to take my hackle pliers, open it, grab this very tip of it. Usually try to keep it in line with it so it lays nicer. Now I'm going to just pull this down a little bit so it fits nicely. Then I'm going to wrap the same way around I do with my thing away. Then underneath, when I'm underneath, it goes towards me. Just going to try to keep it nice and tight. I don't know if these will float, but if they do, it'll be pretty cool. Alright, then, yeah, then just keep wrapping until you run low. I don't know. Let me check how many wraps I did so I can tell you guys. Yes, I'm going to undo it for you guys. Because I love entertaining people. It makes me happy seeing people happy. 1. I'll count while I'm doing them. 2. 3. I'll show you what it looks like after I set this down. 4. 5. There's 5 wraps. Now I'll show you guys the results. See, this is what it looks like now. But now I'm going to kind of push all this back after I tie down that bit. So, yeah. I am planning on getting better camera equipment in the future. But right now, I just can't afford it. So this will have to do. Alright. Now let's see here. We go under the end piece and go up, over. So I usually just go pull it that way. Then I go over it to lock it in better. Then I'm just going to take my fingers and push all of this back so that I just want to get all the feathers I can in the back, so that it kind of goes back and makes a little, kind of like a collar, I guess. I'll show you it once I finish, because this will be the last step. There we go. And then I'll UV resin it just to show you how to do it. Even though I'm running out. See, that's what it looks like now. After I kind of pushed it back, after I tied it down. Pretty nice, if I say so myself. If you don't want to hear the commentary, please just turn off the volume. I'm a small creator. I don't post often because, well, I'm building stuff. I have ADHD. I can't focus on stuff, so sometimes I post, and editing is kind of boring to me, kind of. It doesn't take long, but it's tedious, because I have to redo it, the intro every time. Then I have to watch the entire thing to make sure there's no stuff that I wouldn't allow to go through, so. But here's what this looks like now. I just need to tie it off. Oh, wrong way. Whoops. Yeah, my mind blanked. I just did that the wrong way. Whoops. Alright. If you have any ideas, by the way, please comment. Please comment any ideas of something I should try to tie, because I just like making up stuff and just tying it and seeing how it looks. I usually do 10. That's way more than what most people work on, but I just do 10. I'm at 4, 5, and I usually just go up. Keep going up if possible. 6, 7. I'm just going to keep going up until I hit there. 8, 9, 10. A trick I learned, if it doesn't work the first time you whip finish it, just whip finish it again. And now I usually lock it in. Like I usually test like this. And if it fails, like it keeps spinning and spinning and coming out, I usually just whip finish it a second time, and that will hold it. From what I learned. Yeah, I have a couple different flies I'm trying to sell so I can buy more materials to make more flies to show you guys. And sometimes, like when I'm done making fly, I'm like, darn, I should have recorded to show people. But I can't. I don't like making duplicates unless they work, because if they don't, and I have like 5 or 10 of them, that's a decent amount of material, especially because the material that I like, the waste, like some of it just gets wasted, which I don't like. I try to save materials, but I don't keep all the materials I can't use, because like I wouldn't have the room. Just not, especially because I'm in an apartment. There just isn't room for me to keep all the stuff I want. But good news for my trail making, I did get my pickaxe, which is a pick on one side and axe on the other. Or it's also called a fireman's axe. Either way works. I'm using sick UV resin. I'm just put on the smallest drop. I just use my fingers to rub it. I only want to get on the head where the knot is, not the feathers or the tail. I'm just cleaning off my hands quick. Here, I'll show you the stuff I used. Just this stuff. I'll slowly move it. It's standard clear. Yeah. Just bought some new ones because I can't really tell how low I am, because I can't look in the container. But now I'm just using my UV light. And I should be finished after I cure it. Thing is, you will need like a 4 or 2 pound line to use these hooks, and do like a Palomar knot. I'm just trying to make sure I say it right, because last time I said Pavlov, like psychology, like Pavlov conditioning with the dog and stuff. Yes, I took psychology and sociology in high school, and I graduated, so this will be my graduating episode. Well, graduating video. I graduated, yippee! Graduate from school. I'm kind of sad though. I'll miss my friends and stuff. Even though I graduated trimester early, I just walked the stage recently, just like last month. Yeah. Storming right now. I just hope the trail is fine. Maybe I'll upload some pictures to my community on my YouTube page to show you guys some of the progress. Thing is, hopefully it doesn't get washed away, because it's built right alongside the river. I built some stuff, but they're sacrificial. It's all meant to be destroyed and easily rebuilt, because all I did was just take scrap wood from that I cleared, and wood that I cleared, and I used it to build stuff like a bench, a single linear rods on. But the only thing that I'm worried about losing the most, actually no, I'm worried more about losing the trail, but I'm also worried about losing my minnow trap and crawdad trap, which I paid for and set up down in the river, because it's decent upstream of town, but yeah, good fish in there too. Even though it's all small chubs and shad, it's fun. You actually catch something. This should be dry. I checked by seeing if it's still sticky. If it is, it just takes a little longer. But yeah, this will cure on its own when it sits in a fly box that light can pass through into, because it just cures in sunlight. So basically, if I just leave this in a sunny windowsill, should cure. And it says 20 to, it says, I think it's 20 to 30 or 30 to 40 seconds, but it doesn't really work. It's still a bit sticky, but it's all done. There we go. I'll show you guys the fly now. I'll put it back in the vise quick so I can grab my phone. Camera. That's what it looks like when it's completely finished. And then I'll take it out of the vise now. Sorry for the bad camera, but yeah. See, now it has a little thing. It's like a little, you could cut this short to make it look like a bug shell, but there's a fly. Simple fly. 3 materials total, unless you include the hook. Then it's 4 materials total, but 3 materials also includes the fly tying thread, but that's pretty cool. Here's some other ones I made. That is just for hooks, and that's an old radio. Yeah, just have all 3 of those containers are just for hooks. Those are some geese feathers I found. This one I found on the trail, which is nice. Yeah, I guess that's it. See you guys and gals later. Bye.